Where's my battery? Yeah. Let me see that again. We're up 2 subs. Pardon. How much mail did I get in here? A lot. Quite a fucking lot of mail. Cheers. Oh, foam. Try that again. Wall text crisp. What the fuck? From oatmeal cookie. That's my special move. Oh, it's leaking. Yeah.
I can't see myself. Hi. Where's the white stuff? Knock it out, bro. Knock it out of the.
Knock it out, Bun and Ballpark.
The Kumin hot dog, aka C-Ring McCann. Is this my dick? Whoa. Pull out your dick. No, it's a wiener. You guys. What's up? What's wrong with my music?
What's wrong with my music? Oh no!
Meat spin. Your favorite show is shit. Pizza crap? Is that you? Eggs. The wiener that just keeps on. I'm getting that good.
Where's my fire? You want tea bag? You want tea bag? More mail.
Visit thekey.com.
I can't see my face. I had to reset. Let me catch
Home
it.
is where the key is. Visit
Sandwich or tacos? Subway. I'd rather have a Subway. I do shave the head. I shave it right up the back. Marlboro Reds from Timo. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. Let me see if I can add any more. Yeah, that's better. Edit. Yeah, Google sources, media sources, media sources, media. So, here we go. With my favorite music in the back. W. Edits is in the house. What's up? This meeting of the El Blanco fan club is brought to you with royalty-free music. Kevin MacLeod, Clash Defiant. Really track. This is the best part of the song. The whole fucking show. Hook you up. Put something in your head. Like South Park. No, like Family Guy. You don't like the music, huh? I'm now taking off my boots at 1:56 in the morning. We get the radio scores in 5 minutes. Look at that shit. You want the gloves? Maybe. Two minutes on the radio. Time for the Bent Mallard show.
When he was with the stable Vikings, Randy Moss was great. But on the Raiders, this is the Herd with Colin Cowherd. Wow, weekdays at noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. When you're a couple, you're a team. It's Rob Parker. Let's just deal with the facts, not the feelings. It's Kellen Washington.
Randy Moss is a bitch who complains about practice was too hard and practice took too many years off his career. His time with the Raiders, he was a all-star in practice and he couldn't produce in the game. When was Randy Moss's last year as a Raider? Herbie. Randy Moss. These are my Yugoslavia manhandlers.
Dating live from the mire, the quagmire of sporting chatter here. Fox Sports Radio Studios, as approved by Nick in Nebraska. This portion of the Ben Maller Show on Fox made possible in part by our friends at Tire Rack. For over 40 years, Tire Rack has been helping customers find the right tires for how, what, and where they drive. Ship fast and free, backed by free road hazard protection with convenient installation options like mobile tire installation. TireRack.com. Boy, tire buying should be. So I lead this hour from Western Pennsylvania, the life and times of disgruntled defensive star, T.J. Watt. He's not happy. Now, if you have not been following along here, and maybe not, perhaps you're not worried about football until training camp opens up, which I believe is in 11 days. I believe the first team, something like that. I think it's 11 days, the first Chargers. 11 or 12 days, the first team will report to training camp. So we are told that multiple teams lining their ducks up in a row, discussing whether or not they can acquire the Yinzers pass rush specialist T.J. Watt.
Yinzer.
Said Ixnay on the off-season minicamp and was a no-show. He went AWOL to off-season workouts, said so Watt's unhappy. He wants money, money, money. And the Steelers are saying, well, we've already paid you money, money, money. He wants more money, money, money. Now the Steelers have been active this week. We've talked about it a little bit overnight. They've made the trade that acquired Jalen Ramsey and Jonnu Smith from the Dolphins for Minka Fitzpatrick. So if you make that deal, would you make another trade? So let us discuss the question. What are the chances? What are the chances that the Steelers trade T.J. Watt between now and the start of the regular season, which is in early September? So I've got on this one, donkey, deed to the property, and Minecraft. And we'll combine all of these things together, and we're going to make the gabagool. We're going to make the gabagool. All right, so to lead off here, Maller Sportsbook odds. The Maller Sportsbook odds of this, I'm going to set the odds at plus 550 that T.J. Watt is trading. So that means, based on those odds, that there is a 15% chance in baseball, a 150 batting average. That's it, right? And it's just enough a 150 batting average where it raises your eyebrows, but not your blood pressure. Let me know as long as you have a bat in your hands.
That means your dick is still hard, because if you have a high blood pressure, you lose your erection.
Just like the trade is not likely, here's why. The Steelers don't play that way. That's not how they're operating. They've never operated that way, the Pittsburgh Steelers. They are conservative, they're buttoned up. It's the franchise boring. That's why the Rodgers is very shocking.
It's that no. This guy has it backwards. It's actually the Packers. The Packers that never signed free agents. Even Franco Harris went to play for the Seahawks. So what? T.J. Watt's gonna go play for somebody else. Franco Harris did. It's Green Bay Packers that usually never become free agents. That's my take. So much misinformation. How tall is this beer? Oh, you're back? Thank you. Thank you. Beer's nearly full still. Do I like Elijah Dandridge? I like everybody. I like Eli Manning. I had a friend named Dannenberg in high school, but I didn't grow up with anybody named Eli. Sad. Just I had to wait to get to know you. You're Eli Manning. I'm kick him in the head, Ted Hendricks, the greatest Oakland Raider of all time, 3-time champ from Guatemala. I got kicked in the head. I'm Antonio Brown. You are too. We're all Antonio. Everybody who played football has a traumatic head experience. You either hit somebody or got hit. I had one sack. Word on the street is that I had one sack back in my day, and I remember the play. I blew past my defender because I used the Howie Long technique. You're Antonio Brown. Aren't they looking for you? Didn't you shoot up the place? The difference, I have to tell you the truth, guys. I never aimed my gun downrange at a human being. But some dude tried to smoke me in Afghanistan. When I was in Afghanistan, one of my own soldiers in my own unit locked and loaded and set his sights on me. Damn, they tried to kill me in Afghanistan. It wasn't even the enemy, man. One of my guys from California. Dudes from the Bay Area. Dudes from my dad was a Marine. Okay. But anyways, this dude from San Jose, yeah, he wanted to go home with me as his, but he just couldn't do it, man. Couldn't do it. He couldn't do it. Damn, one of my own U.S. Army guys tried to kill me, man. Couldn't do it. I broke that tooth back in like '82. I fell and hit my fucking tooth on some steps. So I always know exactly where there's one distance ahead of me. Like once you fall flat on your teeth, you'll fall in every other damn position. I will never fall flat on my teeth again. Yeah, it was. Of course, my teeth was perfect before. Then my best friend, who might be in the chat with us, you remember breaking my nose? Let's see. It was like over there. I got 2 popsicle sticks and put it back myself. Because the emergency room didn't want to set my nose. They were like, just go home with it all fucking over there. So when I got kicked in the head, I've been hitting the nose a bunch of times, okay? I've been hitting the fucking face a bunch of times. When you play basketball versus people under 5 foot, they tend to throw the ball right at their face. It's the best move in basketball, the dribble off your opponent's face. A lot of short people do it. I've been hit with that move too. And the move sucks. It's also banned in the NBA. Slamming the ball into the defender's face. It's all about how much basketball have you watched. You probably haven't actually ever seen that move because your entry-level basketball experience. People would think Kobe wouldn't flinch to a move like that. Remember, Kobe didn't flinch when he pump faked it at his face, but if he let go of the ball, he could have just dribbled it off Kobe's face. Because not even Kobe could stop somebody dribbling on his face. You all dribble. If Kobe was here, you would be dribbling on his face. Without the basketball. You still use you'd be using your hands with no yeah. If Kobe was here, he wouldn't entertain any intellectual questioning about child labor in Pennsylvania made him a Laker. But we have Kevin Garnett. Kevin Garnett is a living god. Kevin Garnett is similar to Rasheed Wallace, but Rasheed Wallace got his championship versus the Lakers, and Kevin Garnett got his championship versus the Lakers because Kobe let. I'm not sure, the 2008 Celtics were good, but that 2008 Laker team that lost was kind of shit. I would remember we lost electricity. No, we lost internet when every time the final games end, everybody in Los Angeles gets online and the internet goes out. That's right. I like how Kobe had that good game in Utah at the end of his career because he's just a loser up there most of it. Rookie Kobe eliminated by Utah with Van Exel, my favorite player, my favorite Laker, Nick Van Exel from Cincinnati, the Bearcat, Shakern's favorite player. Space Force, yep. can't see my battery. Jordan. Moses Malone was smooth. Pippen, probably, if I could have 3 guys, I would take those. But you don't need 3 guys over 6'5". You only need 2 guys over 6'5". And Jordan's 6'6", so he's too tall for point guard. You can't put him at point. You can't put him at. Well, you know, Jordan's the perfect height for any roster because he can't play the center. If I had to take a point guard that's dependent on Joe, and I've seen Dumars just do it. As for the 5th player, I mean, honestly, I would probably get a white guy. You never want to just get 5 black guys. That's just dumb. So maybe Vlade Divac, just so he can finally prove himself, because he's still unproven. If you want a proven white guy that would actually qualify on this team, none of them are going to touch the ball. And hardly any time in basketball do all 5 guys touch the ball. So the 5th guy just doesn't matter. Just literally doesn't matter. It's only going to be your 4. Who's point guard? Who's center? You know, who's your shooting guard? And your 4th guy is like your Horace Grant, Pippen, and then the fifth guy, anybody at this point. You can put the coach's son in. Now, who's your GOAT? And the 5th guy. The 5th guy, your possession denier. The 5th guy on defense just stays in the passing lane so that the easy pass can't be stopped. Possession denial. He fits like a glove. He fits like a glove on any defender. I'd probably take Gary Payton as my shooting guard defender. Now, Jeff Hornacek could not shut down Jordan. So the weakness of the Jazz ultimately was Jeff Hornacek's defense on Jordan. We got 1 Piston, 2 Bulls, and I said Alex English, which is just a total liability on. He'd be the weak link on my team. But I would play my team, I would play for the Denver. My dream, because the owner of the Rams owns the Nuggets. So if I work for the Ram world, I'm not building a Lakers roster. You would totally do that. You wouldn't have any. To build a dream team for the Denver fans, you have to take the Denver guys. We'd have Jalen Rose on the bench. We could have Antonio McDyess on the bench. Even Mutombo, Mark Jackson, Sharif Abdul-Rakim. There's so many nuggets I could have picked. Named even Nikola Jokic. Nikola would be a default bench because you got to have 12 guys. You're going to play 8 guys. Jordan is a 36-minute guy. So even if you draft Jordan, you need a guy that plays 9 minutes for him. As Jordan's backup. I already have Gary Payton on the team. I could take I wouldn't take Steve Kerr to back up Jordan. I'd take Magic Johnson. You say Curry, Jordan, and Kareem. Kareem retired in '88, so damn. Most people just never. I barely watched any Kareem. I only started watching the Lakers in '89. That's right. Everybody in LA watched Kareem's last game. Don't get me wrong. I didn't see every damn play of it, and I didn't sit, but I was aware, like, today is Kareem's last game. That's when you realize that he could have played a little longer. Magic is a good guy to. He's Spartan. I am Spartan. I have to respect him as a fellow Spartan. The Spartans are all around the world, so. Altadena is not Spartan. The Lakers want to buy North Lake Avenue in Pasadena. There's nothing Spartan. It's Spartan now after the fire, after everything burned. Magic Johnson came back talking about, is that shit for sale yet? Howdy from Apostle Rin. I haven't finished my beer yet. It's still up to there. I can't even see the battery charge on my phone. Let me swipe up to look at the battery. It's at 24%. Yeah, 24%. Apostle Rin is here. I'm gonna activate chat so it'll be on the screen again. Yes, it's I identify as Darth Vader. Anakin Skywalker is my spirit animal. I learned from the Emperor. One of my oldest video is kill all the Jedis. As soon as I realized I could unleash my crazy talk, I said kill all the Jedis. Okay? I'm gonna open up my private video library and show you. Okay? So. I'm loading up a 10-year-old video. I'm scrolling and I'm at 7 years ago. Though I don't have a wax pen. My pens are right here. So. Look at this. Oh, damn, me with the rifle. Oh, wow. Terminator. Terminator Ted. But anyway. Here you go. You want to watch it? My jersey. Kill Jedi. Kill the Jedi. Kill the Jedi. Okay, well. Kill the Jedi. Kill the Jedi. This is my video. Kill the Jedi. Kill the Jedi. I'm number 76. Freeway. Ear rape music. More! More! Accurately predicted the death of Skywalker. I got everything I wanted in life. I got everything that I ever wanted, and I'll never give it back. Oh, I know you hate it, but you don't have to look at me like that. So this is a 4-minute and 46 kill the. I can redistribute that later. That's in my private video archive. You can't really tell the Jedi you're here to kill them. They dress as Franciscan monks, by the way. You know, they all dress like Obi-Wan. But when they launched the satellites back in 1962, the Catholic Church said, take off the robes so you won't be spotted from outer space. And that was the beginning of the Cold War. Or whatever they call the Clone War. Where they had to clone themselves to look like regulars. They only owned the fat fuck robes with no drawers, and they had to buy regular clothes. I don't know where I got that information. It's hard to get shit, but I've been researching for my entire life. You want the audio? Okay, now let's crank up the audio.
Free lightsabers for all the gold ones. The cheapest special effects. Look at these special effects are amazing. You know, the camera's too wide. Right here. Look at that. Yeah, it's cool.
I can't listen to my. No. We're not playing the audio from that, man. That's exclusive in the audio library. Anakin did his best, but I like to stand with the Emperor. But Anakin tried to kill the Emperor. It's really rough, man, being the Emperor. It's really rough being the Emperor. And I'd rather just hang out with Moff Tarkin or General Veers or one of the Death Star guys all got blown up. I got 5 notifications. What's up with that? You know anything about that? You know, my radio made funny ha-ha Pittsburgh Steelers jokes, dude. Life is complete. We know the joke of the night is the Steelers. Our potential to not competitively show up versus Cincinnati. They'll probably get swept by Cincinnati. Pittsburgh Steelers schedule. Listen to this one. Okay. They don't play until October 16th, and then again on November 16th. Okay? The Steelers could literally go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They could probably start 8-0, and then just not field a competitive team. I don't think TJ Watt has enough in the gas tank. He wants to test the free agency to see. Because they want to test. The Bengals want to get something for Trey Hendrickson, and the Steelers are teasing TJ Watt being available. That kind of is a favor to the Brown organization, Katie Blackburn and Duke Tobin, the Bengals front office. Need hype that the two best potential number 1 fantasy sack leaders are available in the market. And the AFC North is wide open because nobody knows who's going to be able to stop the run or pressure the quarterback. If these
these two players go anywhere, it could decide the competitive balance of the playoffs. But the Bengals clearly know they can win without Trey. We can win without Trey. He's not Aaron Donald. They're held up to the standard that Aaron Donald reached, and the cat is out the bag. The Rams have adopted the Pittsburgh mentality that came with Aaron Donald. The coaching tree is, Aaron Donald is retired and spreading his influence. TJ Watt has played too long. He should be washed up last year, whereas Trey Hendrickson is legitimately that dude. And Trey Hendrickson is worth any penny you can get. I mean, I've seen Carlos Dunlap, I've seen Geno Atkins, Big Daddy Wilson. I've even seen Tim Krumrie play. I've seen all the defensive tackles the Bengals have ever had. And Trey Hendrickson is the absolute best. But his chin is too big. That makes him worth too much money because people like to look at him. He looks like a toddler, and he could have a lot of games left in him. But he's still just a New Orleans Saint, right? He's still. Let me double check. Then I'll look at Ted Hendrickson. Stats. He was a Saint, right? Yeah. He's still just a who dat. The Bengals got who dat. This is the who dat connection. He was down there in Louisiana right before Joe Burrow came in. You know what I mean? They probably met each other in LSU days. I'm at 10% battery. But there's nothing sacred. Joe Burrow's not his agent. And thus, Trey Hendrickson has never won the Super Bowl. Now, the center, Ted Harris, did win. He was Tom Brady's center when he beat the Rams, right? Ted Harris. Ted Karras. Two-time Super Bowl champ. The Bengals have 2 Super Bowls with number 75, Ted. And I remember I wore 75 as a junior. Karras could be a 76, but he's not a true Keystone. He's 1 degree mathematically. He can only cover 75% of his, he can't cut these weak to 25%. That's so bad. You have to be hit as long 76% is way better than 75, bro. Do you know why? Because if you're a 76%, you actually get 76.66%. And if you're a 75%, you're just 75.00%. So 76 is 1.66% more. You didn't know. Get it? You understand it? .66. That's closer to 77. You're mathematically closer to 77. Whereas a 75, like Ted Karras, is only 75% as effective as me. I'm a 76. 76. I cover 76.6%. 66%. I am 1.66% stronger. I am the keystone. The keystone. The top. Marion Motley, the greatest running back in NFL history. Marion Motley, the keystone, is number 76. We are one half of the secret. He doesn't know all the secrets of the Illuminati. 33.3% plus 76.6%. That's 100%. Ted Karras is just 75%. He's like talking about murder. Now I'm talking crazy. I think it's 66%. I'm getting 66% confused. 76%? Yeah, I am. That's crazy. How could I be so bad at math? Okay, we made a correction in math. Get my keystone percentage. I feel bad. I just not too bad. We fine. How could I get 66.7% so confused with 33%? Is 67, 66, 37. Am I seeing 77s from nowhere? Have it been imaginary 77s in my head my whole life? They're irrelevant to the conspiracy of the Catholic Church, by the way. It doesn't invalidate any opinion I have on anything else other than my. We're fine. Let me chug my beer. Let me check. Let me scroll up. 4% battery. I want to just go cut it off. Thanks for watching. Should I announce the statistics for this episode? Okay. Does it drop down to, I don't know what it is. Did my sound go up? No. Analytics. This episode is called Wednesday Beer. We have 134 views. Thank you for watching. I'll be back like a fiend as soon as the battery is charged up and I'm awake. You know, I had 320 calories of beer in my 300 the caffeine. It's 3 in the morning. I'm delirious.